So I wanted to record a little bit of an update because things have changed a little bit. I've had 3 pretty good days where I'm getting between a mile and 2.5 miles of walking in. I've gotten kind of brave enough to start walking around the neighborhood, including the route that I normally run on. I've been doing really good walking the dog, where previously it was difficult to maintain balance when he was, kind of tugging at my arm. And so he's getting better at understanding what I want from him, and I'm getting better at maintaining my balance when I have that kind of instability that comes with a dog that's trying to walk you instead of the other way around. This morning, something that hasn't happened since all of this neurological stuff happened actually worked, and that was I was able to use my hands to write legible writing. So this is a huge plus, and it might mean that I can get started with the dog is very excited in the other room, that I might be able to get started with my schoolwork again. And I'm even thinking about auditing a class for the spring semester so that I'm not worried about a grade, but I stay active academically. I have been interacting with people on various dating platforms, and it's kind of interesting that some people are just completely turned off by the idea that you're having medical issues, or one of them in particular was frankly kind of offended that I had forgotten the context of a date that we had set. I reached out to him and I said, "Hey, I see us on the calendar and I don't really remember this." And he was kind of ticked off, and I said, "I had a stroke. I don't remember a lot of things." And that was kind of the end of the conversation, and he and I have been seeing each other pretty regularly for about a year now. And so, I like him, but I don't need that in my life. And then there are other people that want to meet me where I'm at, and maybe they think this is a permanent thing, or maybe not, but they're interested in getting to know who I am as a person rather than some vague disability problem that they see as, possibly part of their lives. So I seem to be making some really good progress. Walking works. One of the things we learned is that walking backwards works, and that's a fairly typical problem for people that have this kind of dystonia. And if you look into the research, it's actually kind of fascinating that why would walking forward not work, but walking backwards seems to work. And the other thing I've noticed is my phone tracks something called step asymmetry. And so that is when one step is longer than the other step. And what this indicates is a lack of balance. And the data that's been collected by my phone seems to corroborate the fact that I have a few good days and a few bad days. And so you can look at the plot of my step asymmetry and see when it's as much as like 30%, which is really alarming. And then days like today and yesterday when it's 0. So my Fitbit is very proud of me. I've been getting between 4,500 and 8,500 steps a day, which was inconceivable to me a month ago. And I've been doing a little bit of running, like if it's a 1-block route, I'll run one side, walk the next, then run the other. And then repeat this a couple times. So my heart rate's getting up, I'm using my muscles. And the other thing that's important to point out is the more that I use these limbs and the more that I actually rely on my sense of balance, whether that's walking or repeatedly going upstairs, the better I am afterwards. So if I start off kind of shaky in the morning, but I make myself go outside and do a bunch of stairs. It seems to reinforce the good motions patterns. And so even when I don't feel up to it, I'm trying to make sure that I get exercise. And the thing is, I have a whole bunch of nervous energy. I really miss going for a damn run, and I want to just take the puppy and say, let's go run our faces off. But I know I'll get there. And right now, the future seems pretty positive. I still have physical therapy and occupational therapy in my home 3 times a week, and I have my nurse, and I have speech therapy, and I'm this week going to get a full neuro eval and go back for an MRI. I've had a CT and that was pretty clear, but we really need an MRI to determine, in fact, if there is something sort of physiologically wrong with my brain. I'm hopeful that it's going to come back clear. So right now it's just checking all the boxes with providers, making sure I stay active, doing the exercises that my PT gives me, not getting frustrated when things like handwriting don't work, and just using the stuff that works because it makes everything else work more consistently. So I gotta be honest, as much as I was in a good mood, a month ago when all this started happening, I was still kind of bummed and wondering what my academic and professional future looked like. And right now I'm really hopeful. It looks like things are progressing in a good direction. My mobility will improve. And I'm excited, and I'm just living the life that I was happy living before, and looking forward to moving past this. So I can't feel anything but grateful right now. I have my kind of moments of being bummed. Things are going good, and improvement is measurable through statistics and just the way I feel day to day. So I'll probably post more doggy pictures as they happen, and maybe some pictures of lovely plants along my runs when I get back to running. So I love all you lovely people, and I'll post an update soon. Bye-bye.